What's up, everyone? Coach Laxpo here. Let's talk about that one simple thing that regardless of your skill level, from beginner to great, regardless of your skill level, that you can do to become a better lacrosse player, and it doesn't take any effort, it doesn't take any skill. What is that one thing? It's arriving early. That's right, and before you jump real quick, we're going to talk about some things you can do when you arrive early to make you a better lacrosse player, but the one simple thing that every single person can do is just arrive early, right? First and foremost, it just shows respect for time. That is the one thing that we do not have an infinite amount of, that we cannot gain more of, right, is time. And by arriving early, you show respect for your coach, you show respect for your team, you show everyone that, you know what, I respect your time, I'm not going to be late, I'm not going to make you wait on me, which that is going to go a long way to show yourself as a lacrosse player. I mean, just think about the benefit for the coach when he sees you standing on the sideline and there you are prepared and ready to go. That's going to contribute beyond just practice, right? That's going to contribute to the games. I'm looking at the sideline during games and I'm like, hey, who's ready to go? My players should always be ready. By being early, you show that very first step and you get it stuck in your mind, in their mind, that you are always ready. It shows you're dependable. It is so important to be a reliable individual for a coach, for a team. If I know that I can depend on somebody to always be there, I don't have to worry about it. Again, you're going a long way to build a great relationship with your coach. So we arrived early. You're 15 minutes early. What should we be doing before practice, before games, before whatever it is that we're going to do? Why did we arrive early? Well, there's three things I want to talk about today. First is gear check. How many times have I seen a player have to call their parents and say, I left my jersey at home. Oh, it drives me crazy. Or I left my glove. How did you leave with one glove? You got two hands. What are you doing to me? If you arrive early enough, you have time for those phone calls. If you arrive early enough, you have time to run back to the car to get that piece of equipment. Gear check is important, and it lowers your anxiety level, your stress level, because you know you've got everything you need for that day. If you want to continue to get better at lacrosse, subscribe to this channel. We are constantly coming out with content to make you a better lacrosse player, as well as hacks and just general fun. The second thing, building on the first one, is the mental check. Now you can go through your mental checklist. Good, I've got everything I need. It lowers the stress level. Now you can start thinking about what do I need to do, not do I have everything, not am I going to be late. You are now thinking about how do I become a better lacrosse player. You're thinking immediately, how do I get better, right? You get rid of all the negative thoughts, you start thinking proactively towards the future. That mental checklist is important to be able to be there early so that way you can go through what do I need to do next. The third and last thing that you can do now that you have arrived early at practice is you're all geared up. You've gone through your mental checklist. You still got about 10 minutes until practice, till game, whatever. Now you can work on some skill fine-tuning. You can make sure your stick throws well. You can pick up some ground balls. One thing I always encourage my players to do is, yes, practice starts at 3:30. So at 3:15 you should be there. By 3:20 you should be dressed. I challenge you to do 50 ground balls. If you do 50 ground balls before every single practice, say you have 5 practices in a week, doing that 250 ground balls, you are 250 ground balls better by the end of practice on Friday than where you started on Monday. That is the power of being early. You can work on throwing, you can work on dodging, you can work on shooting, you can work on cross-field passes. You can get 10 minutes of extra reps in any specific area, and by the end of the week, 10 times 5, you are 50 minutes better at whatever that task is, all because you arrived early. That's the power of arriving early. It will make you a better lacrosse player, and it doesn't take any skill to arrive early. There it is. Arriving early is crucial for all those key factors, and most importantly, it's just going to make your coach feel better about you. You look dependable. You look like you're always ready. These are important things to get you onto the field. So regardless of skill, no matter where you're at, just arrive early. And this is definitely one of those things we say every single week, but I'll say it again. Don't forget the little things. The third and last thing you need to do before... This is getting sloppy. It's getting sloppy out here. It's getting sloppy. All right, sorry. I'm back.